Standing around the barbecue, summer days, the sky is blue. Sunny skies, no chemtrails, friends and love, certainly not pale.
There it goes. Come on, baby.
The grill, we got the thrill. Summer vibes, chilling still.
Lovely.
Laughter's loud, joyful sound, memories all around.
So what's going on the barbecue today? Right, as we can see, some burgers and some sausages. Slightly spicy ones and some regular ones. See those though? Not those German sausages, these are proper sausages. Thank you very much. Fucking dogs. Can't have any privacy. And crack on with this Q&A special. So one of the questions was what's the food quality difference like between Russia and the UK? The quality is better here, like without a shadow of a doubt. Of course it's better here. Yeah, the sausages are on par. Now, a lot of Europe makes, they do it here too, but like make them kind of German looking sausages, like a bit like a Dr. Kalbasa, like where it's just absolutely slim throughout. But no, you got proper sausages here, look at that. That's what I call a proper sausage. For me, it's a taste of home. It's a taste of home, that. And that's why it's beautiful. So, barbecues, burgers, pork, chicken, you name it, delicious here. Not only that, there are a lot less chemicals and less goings on in the food. Now, this is a sausage. Now, we've got a saying in England, actually. There's two things you should never learn of: where your tax money goes and what goes into a sausage. It's better not to know and just to enjoy it. Not that you enjoy taxes, I'm not making that comparison. One thing that I do love here is I absolutely adore the salads. The salads here are just peak. They are amazing. In fact, the salads here are better than any salad you can name in England. They've got salads here that are just so well laid out, that are just absolutely beautiful, with beetroots, with carrots, with potatoes, with everything, you name it, and it's served to you like it looks like, I don't know, it was made in a 5-star Michelin restaurant. Yeah, the salads here are like nothing that you can get in the UK, and you can guarantee it's GMO free. That's what's beautiful about it. So your meat's fantastic, I would say on par for the most part. Now, one thing I will say about meat that people should be worried about in the UK, actually, I don't know if they're doing it here. I think they did a trial run with KFC, this fake chicken, and they had to tell people that, okay, this is 3D printed chicken, right? Now, the thing is, here, when you buy sausage, you know it comes from a pig. Now, there is one thing that caught my attention the last time I caught a plane into Birmingham Airport, actually, because caught a plane in, and I looked at the walls, and instead of advertising like regular natural farmers' fields, they were advertising this kind of lab-grown food on the walls in the entrance of Birmingham Airport. I looked at that and I thought, oh right, okay, well that really tells you gangsters. Right, we've just put the burgers on. Got some done already. Take a look at those. Aren't they beautiful? Yep, just got those 3, and then we're putting the sausages on. We have got plenty of sausages. The main problem that we've got so far is that a wasp keeps trying to get them, which, to be honest, is quite offensive. When it comes to it, the direction that things are going in the UK with food is lab grown. So by about 2030, the majority of meats will be either lab grown meats, or they're going to be some form of 3D printed meat. So they've already started the process and started rolling out 3D printed meat. This is an actual invention. So that's currently a thing in the UK. I'm assuming it's one way to kind of keep the meat prices down by selling people fake meat, basically. So that's going on at the moment. If there's one thing that I've learned since being here, is barbecuing is a basic human right. Not only that, it's a patriotic duty. If you're not barbecuing something in the summer, there's something wrong with you. Another question is on cost of living. Now, in terms of cost of living, so in comparison to the UK and here, cost of living is far less. Now, I know a lot of people are going to jump into the comments and say, oh, that's because wages are lower. But wages have actually been on the rise here, whereas they haven't for years in England, for absolute years. People are really struggling to get a mortgage or buy anything. In terms of the cost of living, just put it this way, right? Now, firstly, I can say, because I've certainly rented in England in the past, whilst I was in England renting, I was paying about £30-35 a month for a water bill. And we've got a tax in England called the council tax, and I think we were paying £175 a month for council tax on the house. And then on top of that, you've got your gas and electricity. That's easily clocking in now about £200 a month, if not more. I'll tell you what, that was back when I was there. And then on top of that, you've also got, of course, so there's your gas and electricity, there's your council tax, there's your water. You've also got your internet. Your internet's easily costing you £30. Now here, it costs certainly a lot less. Like, it's the kind of bills that you don't really think about. you just don't. You don't even think about it. It's inconceivable. Like the bill, the charge on just the bills you need to live in the UK is ridiculous. And that is one of the main points. When it comes to cost of living, wages are going up here. And of course there is inflation like there is anywhere. I think the central bank have put inflation at 4%. That's the target for this year. And with that being the target, that's about average. That's to be expected, really. But at the same time, like when you go around the shops, I mean, I was on the metro the other day, and I saw that they're advertising for, what was it now? Delivery drivers, and they're giving them around about, I think it's 100 and up to, or around about, or from, I couldn't really tell, 150,000 rubles per month in the Moscow area. So that's very good money. Now, of course, you know, you've got to take into account people work less hours, whatever. But however, it's what they were advertising. And you've got to take an advertisement at face value. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to lie about that. Otherwise, they're going to be wasting their time, aren't they? So, yeah, and that was by, I think it was either Ozon or Wildberries, either one. And, yeah, you're seeing that wages have certainly increased. This is what you call a proper sausage. You see that there? It's not like those German sausages. That is pro. According to English standards, that's an English standard sausage, that is. Can whack that on right now. So, with relation to taxes, a comparison on taxes and where they go. So, if you're paying tax in the UK, firstly, it goes abroad, okay? It goes abroad, it goes to other countries, it pays for wars, it does all this sort of stuff, right? And all you see is just these giant potholes all in the road. I mean, goodness, driving there is a headache. You're just constantly dodging past potholes all day, really. The roads are a pain in the backside. They really are. Whereas here, you just go on to Soybeans page, He's the mayor of Moscow. Now, again, I can't say it for everyone's region in Russia. Russia is the largest landmass in the world. It's the largest country in the world. But you just go onto a page like that, and then you obviously see that your tax money's at work. Building new schools, building new apartments to keep the prices down. You see that all the roads are constantly being done, and you're always seeing brand new metro lines shooting through the regions, overground lines, metro lines. It's happening. So when you pay taxes here, like, it's all right. Like, it's all right, because it's like you see your tax money at work. Whereas, you pay taxes in England and no one knows where they go. Whereas you can easily look at new things all around Moscow, from health services to public services to you name it, and you just see brand new buildings just shooting up, and it's like, yeah, I paid for that, and I'm glad to see it going up, because it makes everyone's life more convenient. It makes everyone's life easier. It's nice to have to actually see your taxes at work, in comparison to the UK, where, I mean, if I just take a city like mine, you can't really compare Moscow and Wolverhampton really, because one's a smaller city. It's as simple as that. But however, if I do, and I just take a general look around the UK, I can see that, hang on, we're paying way more tax in England than we would be in Russia. Like, way more tax than Russians. Way more tax. Yet we can't see a doctor and we can't see a dentist. Like, what's that all about? It's the joke of the century, really, for the amount that the British pay in tax. Really, we should have a doctor around our house giving us a service, and then massaging our feet on his way out. That's the one thing that that is different on this barbecue. Now, typically in Russia, people do sheshlik. As you can see, I'm doing sausages, I'm doing burgers. It's just quintessential British. It's very simple, very straightforward. There's those ones and those ones. Sometimes we get a bit fruity with it, but most of the time, no, it's just like this. Sorry to bore you guys. In fact, let me tell you about the funniest story that happened literally when I got to Russia. I arrived at Vnukovo airport, and this is going back a year and a half ago. My friend picked me up in a car and jumped in the car. We went to her house, and we were staying there for the night until I managed to get a place with the company that I'm working for, right? And what happened was she had the heating on, okay? So she had the heating on, it was middle of winter, and it was really hot in her apartment, which was like, that's pretty nice. Central heating's pretty good here, isn't it? It was like Barbados in the apartment. And anyway, she opens the windows, okay, and I just looked at her. I said, "You just going to leave the heat on?" And then she was like, "Well, yeah, just let the heat out, keep the heat on, and plus you can't even turn it off here. It's just on." I was like, "What? How much are these people actually paying for gas?" It's like ridiculous. Like, and it was mind blowing for me, because of course, in England, I was brought up, of course, always being told, shut the door, keep the heat in, because heat is so damn expensive in England. Like, it's hard to afford. I mean, it's really expensive in England to afford heat. And then you come here, and then you just see people just blasting the windows open and then just letting all the heat out. I mean, my mum would have had a fit if she saw that. I always think my mum would have been like, close those bloody windows. Yeah. Oh dear. You know what? When I see a site like that, I feel sorry for vegans. Like, we've all got to live the way we've got to live, haven't we? But when I see a site like that, yeah, I wouldn't want to be vegan. Now, another question. Do I ever get homesick? You know, actually, there are times when I miss my family. I do. I miss my mother. I miss my brother. I miss my father. I miss them all. I miss my little Toby, the family dog. I do. Like, love to give them a little fuss. But in terms of, is there anything I miss, like item-wise? Actually not. I mean, as you can see, we've got absolutely fine sausages here. We've got English pubs, we've got English beer, and the Russian beer, by the way. The IPAs, the APAs, the stouts, fantastic. I'll tell you what, they are ace. Absolutely 5-star. I'll tell you what, the beer out here could quite easily be on par, if not, I would say, in some cases, better than a lot of English beer. You got some bad ones too, some ones that are like, yeah, disgusting. But I mean, for instance, in England, right, we've got a beer called Carling, which is like your typical middle-aged football fan drink, right? And yeah, it's just not the one. But even the like-for-like comparison of a Carling out here is pretty good. It's certainly much better than Carling. Carling, when I drink it, reminds me of grass. It would be like eating grass. It's one of those that you've got to get used to. It's like, I really hate this, but I need a beer. You know what I mean? It's one of those drinks. But yeah, if we want anything from England, really we can get it. Yeah, we've even got like English pubs, right? In fact, I'll post a video of that. Yeah, we've got fantastic English pubs out here, right? And they are just bang on, the way that they've done them. You haven't seen anything like this. In fact, I'm going to start, if you comment down in the comments that you want to see me do more reviews on English pubs, I'm going to do some more reviews on English pubs. I've done one, but there are certainly loads of English pubs out here. I can just go around and review. I'm happy to do that. In terms of everything, yeah, we've pretty much got everything that you could possibly need out here. If I want HP brand sauce on my bacon, I can get it. Like, it's not a problem. You know what I'm just waiting for? The day when someone calls me a Russian propagandist for just doing a barbecue in Russia. Oh, you're a propagandist for doing a barbecue in Russia. Ugh. Yeah, Moscow appears to be one of those cities where if you want it, it's there. I'll tell you what, you can find it. It's unreal. Yeah, and people really underestimate the size of this city. It is huge. Absolutely gargantuan. I'll tell you what, like, if there's something you want, or there's an opportunity you're looking for, you're probably going to find it in Moscow. Whenever I go to Vodanakha to go for a walk around, I always look at that park and I always think, you know what they do with that park in England? They put a massive fence around it, yeah, and then they would charge you 30 quid admission for it. And yeah, like on a weekend, like you can get a coupon out of the sun and it's 25 quid. That's what they do. Yeah, that would not be free. Absolutely not. This is how you smoke sausages. It's brilliant. You can even save it up for a minute if you want. And yeah, just let it out. Wonderful. I think that's enough for me for today. So yeah, last bit of water, everybody. Cheers. I hope that you've enjoyed Unglued Brit barbecue special today. It's been a pretty chill one. Just thought I'd have a chill one today, to be honest. And yeah, if you like this video, please do drop a like and subscribe. Oh, and by the way, I did an interview with RT the other day. If you go to the description below, you'll find my Telegram chat, and you'll be able to find a video where I did a cool interview with RT Arabia. So yeah, please do drop us a follow on Telegram, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take it easy.
Sunny skies, no chemtrails, friends and love, certainly not pale. We got the grill, we got the thrill, summer vibes, chillin' still. Laughter's loud, joyful sound, memories